2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now.
And they put up a goose egg last year when they played this team twice.
I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Here's Hunter. Takes it off the glass. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 4-point game. Here's Ayton. Over Davis. That one a little long.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And Davis throws it down.
Dare I say, a bit of a mean streak to the game coming from AD tonight.
Durant with a wide open look. Durant with another miss.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
A shot by KD. No good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Davis sets a screen. Down low. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Durant with some nice D.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. He just clanked it.
Right wing. Outside Anthony. They could use a bucket. Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Michael Malone. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
Thanks so much, David. 6 on the shot clock. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Denver making a switch here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Clock is at 3. Into the lane. Christie. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Durant for 3. That shot is off. And the Nuggets going the other way.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Hunter. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Hunter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Durant. And KD throws it down.
And Durant still has that flush. Just an easy deuce for him.
Pass to Davis. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And what makes Chicago tricky to defend, Kevin, they just have such a balanced attack. They can score in the paint from mid-range or hurt you from deep.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
You know, as the Bulls have become a more veteran team, Greg, it feels like they've settled into what they do well.
And you need a strong identity to be successful in this league. Chicago is building towards that, but it does take time.
To the paint. So it's Chicago now after the Nuggets pick up 2. Here's Durant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis.
Yeah, life's not fair, right? I mean, that is unfair. You do everything you can to contest Durant's shot, and it turns up to be an up fake instead.
Playing games at altitude here in Denver, Brent. How does it affect the player?
Well, you could say it's mental, but I could tell you from experience, Kevin, it is physical. I mean, it does hit you. And you got to get past that early burn before you can get back into the endurance part of your conditioning.
Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to Jones. Just 5 to shoot.
And this is something Durant has really improved over the years. A talented defender who can now guard multiple positions.
Anthony can't hit. The Nuggets now on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Christie. Right side with it. The layup off target. KD drives in.
Durant almost 7 feet. It's just hard to believe watching how well he moves.
Pass to Murphy. The kick out to Oladipo. And here's Jones, covered by Anthony. Jones in the post. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Three-pointer. KD with it. Now defended by Oladipo. With the fadeaway. And Ayton stays with it.
Yeah, if Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Here's Oladipo. Pass to Jones. And Jones slams it home.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And stolen by Whiteside. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Anthony. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Murphy. The Nuggets lead by 7. Pass to Whiteside. The kick out to Oladipo. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Durant for 3. Stymied again with that miss. A subpar 2 for 10 for him. Here's Murphy. And that one drops. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's Denver holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Denver?
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title, the best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
Covington down low. But Trey. Shots good by Thor.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first all-star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Denver lead by 8. Outside Murphy. Inside. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Nuggets making a change here. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And really, Poeltl is a very forceful player. When he's near the rim, the D better watch out for the sniper.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Outside Conley. Pass to Christopher. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
Here's Reddish. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Bulls trail by 9. Pass to KD. Now here's Jones. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
I think the scouting report talks a lot about Josh Jackson is going to come at you and play downhill. You don't want him to get those kind of shots off. Nice dunk.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So both teams making some changes here. Second free throw, no good.
And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the lead by storm.
KD with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year. How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Tries again. Durant. An easy 2 points on the layup. 13 points for Kevin Durant.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Davis with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Back to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Pass to Murphy. Doesn't go that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Outside, KD. Anthony in the corner. Outside for Jackson. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets leading by 8. Right side, Porter. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Ayton. And here's Anthony for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
3 points.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Pass to Pirtle. And it's Durant with the rebound. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
Nice to see Porter Jr. get aggressive, not settle for a J, and take it into the defense.
Kevin Porter.
Free throw good. Porter.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
And Porter drops them both. Bulls trail by 7. Outside, KD. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
First free throw is good.
One of the areas where we've seen Whiteside improve is that free throw percentage. Much better than when he first came into the NBA.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside, Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
Here's Christopher, and he goes in for the dunk.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force. Jones, no luck. Bulls trail by 5. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Covington. Here's Christopher. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Seconds left now here in the second. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Here's Oladipo. Here's Whiteside. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Anthony drives in, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Oladipo. It's not going to go for him. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Pass to Ayton. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Right side with it. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Yep, it counts.
Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Ayton, a screen. It's stolen by Oladipo. Deflects the pass. Davis drives in. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Covington. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Anthony. Now McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. Outside for Jackson. And the Bulls with another miss. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead early. Oladipo misses.
a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Here's Anthony driving the lane, and there it is for him. Anthony's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. The first free throw is good. So for the Bulls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Thor. And here's Jones. Over Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Bulls have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. To the inside. Stolen by Durant. No one near him. And that one drops for him. Thor's got 5 now.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They trail by 3.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been... And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Right side Jones. KD on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
And another one for KD, putting together a beautiful offensive night.
They get it back. Pirtle. Count that one. Pirtle's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Hunter. And he makes good on the layup. He has 6.
At 6'7", Hunter, nice handles there, showing him off on that possession. And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Greg Poeltl has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside. And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Oladipo with the ball. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. Here's Murphy. And Jones pulls it down.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
To the middle. Poeltl's shot is off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it. lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Shoots a fader, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul. Substitution on the floor.
55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Will it go? And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
Back to Conley. Here's Thor.
And that kind of defense ain't gonna get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now Conley. Pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Covington. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Chicago. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Nuggets trail by 15. Pass to Murphy. Now here's Reddish. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Over to the left wing. Just 3 to shoot. Outside Murphy. Good on the three-point shot. Murphy's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Denver. Christopher, that's good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The defender getting a little over anxious there, but Porter causes that anxiety with his high-level scoring ability.
That free throw missing.
Kevin Porter.
He hits the second from the line. Here's McDaniels. Fires for 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Reddish. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on 8.
Reddish in constant motion that time and able to draw foul.
The first one falls.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Left side, Davis. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, it's been so hard to watch at times. I mean, he's missed so many of his foul shots tonight. Good to see him finally come through there.
Manu Ginobili, recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you won a couple rings with that guy. Give us some memories you can share about the great Ginobili.
Oh, man. Manu is absolutely one of my favorite teammates of all time, Kevin, and one of the most delightful people that you ever could be around. I just think about the practices and the plane rides and him just joking around, and then something happens. He gets on the floor, it gets into the fourth quarter, it's time to win, and it's basically Manu Ginobili time. So I'm thrilled that he's in the Hall of Fame, and he deserves every bit of it. The three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his third personal
And with the struggles AD has had to stay healthy, and you wonder, though, if the team's going to focus on having him be at his best for that postseason run and try to manage the wear and tear.
And when Davis is on the floor, Greg, he is a force. But how do you keep him healthy into the playoffs? That is the question.
I mean, sustaining his output over a full season isn't easy, but Davis has had a bit of bad luck with the injury, so you have to mitigate ways to keep him available.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the fourth personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Denver calls timeout.
At the line for Denver, Kevin Porter. 2 shots. Nuggets call timeout. Let's give a warm welcome to Nuggets Dynasty. Give it up once again for your very own Denver Nuggets dancer.
And Porter drops them both.
It seems like he's regaining his focus. The form at the line tonight has not been as good for the most part.
Outside Jackson. Another shot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch.
Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But with KD on this team, that they are right in the thick of it as far as contending.
And then Durant with the jam.
That's a devastating move off the dribble. Durant getting to his favorite spots at will.
Here's Porter. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
Anthony with the block.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
They get it again. Davis. To stop the run. Over to the wing. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Hunter, no one around him. Missed it, even after all those chances. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And stolen by Ayton. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Substitution on the court.
Denver making a switch here. And Durant, here we go.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
Pass to Pirtle. Jones trying to get open. And no good. The try spell continuing for him.
And as I watch Cole out there, Kevin, I just love the progression he's made. The young man's put the work in to improve his game and really only starting to scratch the surface.
For Cole Anthony, GA, this team believes in his future.
I mean, he's a competitive kid and knows how to play the right way. And now he understands how to play winning basketball. And that's no bias from me. That's just my analysis.
And KD's got the ball here for the Bulls.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Wide open. And Pirtle pulls it down.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Christie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Team is in the penalty.
No good on the free throw.
At the line.
And the second free throw, good. Outside Durant. Pass to Anthony. And here is Durant. Offline. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need...
I look at the stars, they asking me what do I see. I noticed that lately all them constellations been looking like me. Inspired to shine, inspired to dream. I think of my life and I feel that I may be as good as I seem. Coming up, I dreamt of the